Which Texas city is better for your family? If you are living in Houston right now and you have kids or you are thinking about starting a family, this video is going to be very important for you because this is not about which city is better, it is about which city is better for your family stage of life. Today, we are diving deep into Houston versus San Antonio. We are talking traffic, flood zones versus hill country, price per square foot, school zones, lifestyle feel, and I'm going to give you the honest, practical insight from someone who has lived in San Antonio for over 20 years and works with families relocating every single month. And here is something really important. Houston is actually the #1 in-state feeder city for San Antonio right now, according to the 2026 inbound migration data. That means families already in Texas are looking around and saying, is there something better for us? Or if you are searching things like moving from Houston to San Antonio, best city in Texas for families, you are in the right place. Let's get into it. My name is Phyllis Domingo. I've lived here for over 20 years, and as a local realtor, I love helping people make their move to San Antonio. Whether that's 9 days or 90 days from now, feel free to reach out. All my contact information is in the description below. I work with clients relocating from all over the country and even internationally. Whether you're military, remote working, retiring, or just need a fresh start, I know how overwhelming it can feel. But that's exactly why I created this channel, to give you the info and insight you need to make a smart move to San Antonio and maybe even find you your dream home along the way. Okay, so let's start with the big picture. San Antonio currently has a strong net migration flow with 129 people moving in for every 100 moving out. That is a strong signal, and Houston is one of the biggest contributors to that in-state movement. So why? From my conversations with families moving from Houston, I hear the same themes over and over. We want less traffic. We are tired of flooding concerns. We want more house for our money. We want a slower pace of life. Now, Houston is an incredible city. It has world-class medical centers, corporate headquarters, incredible diversity, amazing food, but when families reach a certain stage, especially kids at elementary or middle school, priorities shift. It becomes less about career hustle and it becomes more about quality of daily life. And that is where San Antonio starts getting serious attention. So let's talk about something that does not show up in spreadsheets: traffic. If you live in Houston, you already know I-10, 610 Loop, 290, Beltway 8, it can feel like a constant negotiation with time. I have clients who tell me they spend 45 minutes to an hour each way commuting. That is potentially 8 to 10 hours a week in the car. That is an entire workday. In San Antonio, traffic exists. I am not going to pretend it does not. Loop 1604 during rush hour, I-35 construction, it happens. But the scale is different. San Antonio is more spread out in a manageable way. Many suburban communities like Stone Oak, Alamo Ranch, or even North Central allow families to stay within 5 to 25 minutes of work, school, grocery, and sports. That daily stress difference adds up. Less honking, less white-knuckle merging, more time at home for dinner. And when you have kids in sports, dance, choir, or tutoring, those 20 saved minutes matter. So this is a big one. Houston is flat, very flat. And because of that, drainage becomes a serious issue during major storms. Many Houston families I speak with are very aware of FEMA flood zones. Some carry flood insurance even outside the mandatory zones just for peace of mind. Now, San Antonio is not immune to storms. We absolutely get heavy rain, but geographically it is different. And San Antonio sits along the edge of the Texas Hill Country, and there is elevation here. There is slope, there is natural runoff in many areas. When families move here from Houston, one of the first things they comment, seeing the hills, trees, limestone, and terrain changes. It feels different. Now, do we still check Flood zones? Yes, absolutely. That is part of the responsible home buying. But overall, flooding anxiety is not nearly as dominant as a conversation here as it is in Houston. And that peace of mind is something family values more than they realize. Now, let's talk about money. According to the 2025 data, San Antonio's median home value sits well below the national average and below larger Texas metros. What that means practically is this. In Houston, a $450 budget might get you a solid suburban home, maybe 2,400 square feet depending on the area. In San Antonio, that same budget would get you a newer builder, a larger lot, often more square footage, in many cases access to master plan community amenities. I regularly show Houston families homes here and they walk in and say, wait, this is the same price? Yes, and that is when the wheels start turning. Price per square foot is not everything, but it matters, especially when you want a home office, a playroom, a guest room for grandparents, outdoor space. Affordability is one of the primary migration drivers into San Antonio, and Houston families are absolutely part of that movement. Now, let's talk about what really drives families' decisions. Schools. Houston has some excellent school districts, but also has massive scale, large districts, larger class sizes in some areas, highly competitive zoning in others. San Antonio also has strong districts, especially in Northside ISD and Northeast ISD areas. What families often tell me is they feel like schools here feel more community-oriented. PTA involvement is strong, neighborhood entity is tighter, and because San Antonio's population density is lower than Houston's, the pace feels more manageable. When you tour neighborhoods here, you see kids riding bikes, you see neighbors actually outside. That suburban family rhythm is very strong in areas like Stone Oak, Alamo Ranch, Davis Ranch, parts of North Central, and that lifestyle shift can feel dramatic for families coming from more congested Houston suburbs. So let's talk about lifestyle feel. This is where it gets personal. Houston feels big, corporate, energetic, international, ambitious. San Antonio feels relational, slower, more community-oriented, deep cultural roots, strong military presence, strong family values. When families move here, one of the first things they say is, it just feels calmer. And that is not because nothing happens here. We have major employers, military bases, healthcare systems, growing tech sectors, but daily life feels different. Weekend options look like the Riverwalk, Pearl, Hill Country day trips, local festivals, youth sports leagues. It feels accessible. Houston gives you scale. San Antonio gives you rhythm. And depending on your season of life, one will resonate more. So if you are currently in Houston and you are thinking, this is sounding like us, here is what I want you to do. Reach out, even if you are 6 months out, even if you are just exploring, because a lot of families wait too long to start planning. And when you understand your equity position in Houston and your buying power in San Antonio, it changes your timeline for sure. All my contact information is below. Now let's finish strong. Let's talk about job market. Houston has a massive job market, especially in energy, healthcare, and corporate sectors. San Antonio's job market is a little bit smaller but strong in military, healthcare, cybersecurity, finance, tourism. For remote workers, this comparison becomes even more interesting. If you can keep a Houston-level income but live in San Antonio's cost structure, your lifestyle margin increases significantly. That is something more families are considering now more than ever. Now, which Texas city is better for families? Here is my honest answer. If your priority is massive career scale, global corporate success, urban energy, Houston may be your city. If your priority is lower daily stress, better housing affordability, community-driven neighborhoods, hill country scenery, a slower pace, San Antonio might be the better fit. And the data supports that families are making that shift. It is not about one city winning, but it is about alignment. If you're ready to make a move to San Antonio or the surrounding suburbs, I am here to help. All my contact information information is in the description below. Call, text, or email anytime, whether it's 9 days or 90 days from now. I'd love to help you find your perfect home. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone that you know who's thinking about moving to the San Antonio area. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.